We're not doing that. You have to have time management skills. Boop. Turn off the addict for real. I was like, dang, I'm really addicted. Turn off your notifications. You definitely could do it. Trust me. And what's up, everyone? Welcome back to my channel. My name is Tatyana Edgeworth, and we're back with another freaking video. But before we go ahead and get started, don't forget to like and subscribe to your girl's channel. Did you guys actually do it? I'm super excited to see you guys. Don't forget, all of my social media will be linked down below, including all of my storefronts, Amazon, all of that good stuff. Everything you want to know about me is down below. And we're just going to go ahead and get straight into it, okay? If you guys can't tell by the title of this video, we are learning how to be disciplined and consistent. I know it's so hard to build like discipline and consistency, but I'm here to help you with the tips that have been helping me. And y'all have actually been helping, so I was like, I know it's a little too soon, but I'm going to share my little tips with you guys anyways, because I'm seeing results. And that's what really matters. So tip number one, the first thing when it comes to having discipline and being consistent is just understand that you are human and you're gonna make mistakes. And the reason why it's important to understand that you're human, just understand that it's okay, because you might fall off, and the whole point of you falling off is to get back on. Sometimes people have a hard time, like, okay, cool, I fell off, so like I'm not good, or whatever situation may be. And it's like, no, you're human, you're gonna make mistakes, you're gonna fall off. It's okay. It's about you bouncing back. And that's where the discipline comes in, because a lot of people will fall off or whatever their goals may be and just kind of give up, like, oh, I'll try next month, I'll try on Monday, I'll get back to it again next year, or whatever situation may be. But it's like, the whole point of you being more disciplined is that you're able to fall off and then get right back into it and not let it drag out so long. So just understand you are human, you're gonna make mistakes, and once you understand that, cool, I messed up yesterday or I messed up this last weekend, but that's fine. We're gonna get right back into it. We're not gonna sit here and wait until who knows when for us to get our stuff together. We're not doing that. And the whole point of me telling you guys, we want a quick bounce back. And once you got your quick bounce back good and ready to go, y'all, the discipline's gonna get there, trust, because the whole point is you want it to be like more consistent. The next thing I want to go ahead and talk about is what is your purpose? You're gonna keep doing whatever you want to do when you don't know what's the reason why you're doing it in the first place. Like, why do you want to wake up in the morning if you don't have the motivation to wake up in the morning? Why do you want to go to the gym if you don't even care about being fit? You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kind of figure out, like, what is my purpose? What is my reason? Like, because if you don't got no reason, you're just gonna keep being lazy. So is your reason like, I want to graduate, I want to make more money, I want a better job, I want to be better for myself, I want to be better for my family? Like, what is your reason? What is your purpose? Once you figure out your reason and purpose, then you can be like, okay, the reason why I'm getting up in the morning is because I have a job and I want to make more money and they're going to promote me, or I'm going to deal with this for now because I have another opportunity coming up, or I'm gonna get up in the gym because I'm tired of being, you know, too small or too big, whatever your situation may be. So until then, that's when you're like, okay, cool, I could start getting some discipline because I know what my reasoning is. Like, a lot of people, for example, you save money, right? But what are you saving it for? Just to save money? Like, you can save money just to save money, but then it's easier for you to just go into your savings when you don't have no more money. It's like, unless you be like, okay, cool, I can't touch my savings because I want to buy a car, I want to buy a house, I want to go on this trip. So it's like, you got to kind of understand, like, I need to have a purpose and a reasoning. And once I have a purpose and a reasoning, I can start setting myself up right. Until then, if I don't have a purpose or reasoning, I'm still going to just be sitting on this couch wondering, how can I get more discipline, blah, 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 whatever situation may be. And it's like, why do you want to be more disciplined? Once you can answer that question of like, why do you want to be more disciplined? That's when you can be like, okay, I know why I want to be disciplined, because I have a family, I want to get up in the morning, I have these 3 goals I want to get to, and that's the reason why. And once you fall off the bandwagon, because we're human, we fall off the bandwagon, we could be like, okay, what's my reasoning? Oh, okay, that's my reasoning. So let me hurry up and bounce back. And then once you keep doing that over and over again, that's when you're going to go ahead and build that consistency. Like, okay, cool. The whole point is each time that you fall off is to make it smaller, smaller, and smaller. You see what I'm saying? So cool, I bounced. It took me 2 weeks to bounce back. And then the next time after that, it was 1 week. Then it was 5 days. Then it was 2 days. Then it's like, okay, cool. When I fall off, I make sure I only fall off for a day or two. Then I get right back into it because I have my purpose, I have my reasoning, and I'm gonna stay focused. But you're not gonna stay focused if you don't know what the heck you're doing, whatever you're doing for. You know what I'm saying? Like, you gotta kind of figure out, like, okay, what am I doing this for? Yeah, I know my reasoning. So now that I reminded myself, let me write that down, and I'm gonna keep it pushing. And sometimes your purpose is just to be a better you. So just understand that. If that's just your answer, like, you know what, just to be a better you, it just gotta be something that's like real motivating. Like, okay, cool, my reason is to be a better me. That's cool, but it's like, what else else, because unless that's enough for you. Sometimes it's enough for you to be like, okay, yeah, it's just for me to be a better me. That's enough for some people. Other people, it's like, that's not enough, because sometimes yourself isn't enough motivation. It depends on what kind of person you are. Are you the type of person who could just be like, you know what, I just want to be a better me? Are you going to actually be able to use that to bounce back, or do you need something else? So keep that in consideration as well when you're kind of thinking about like, what is your purpose and what is your why? And I hope I'm not talking too fast. I feel like I am. I'm so sorry. I be rumbling my mouth sometimes. I'm gonna try to slow it down. I'm so sorry. So the next thing that I want to talk about is literally make things easier for you. Like when you do certain stuff, like you need to put it out in plain sight. If you got stuff hidden from you, you're not going to get it done, because you want to set yourself up for success. For an example, me, when it comes to going to the gym in the morning, I be lagging. I ain't gonna hold you. But if I pick out my gym outfit already and I literally have my cup ready in the morning, boom, we're good to go. Or literally when I first wake up after I use the bathroom, brush, do whatever, you know what I'm saying, my morning stuff I need to do, the very first thing I do after that is literally, okay, let me put some ice and water into my cup. Because sometimes, I don't know what it is, I just be lagging when it comes to getting my water bottle ready, getting my bag ready. So it's like literally as soon as I wake up, or even before I go to bed, depending on how much water I got left, I'll give me a fresh water. And if I don't have fresh water at that night, I give me fresh water in the morning. And I know that because that kind of triggers in my head like, okay, cool, I don't have to worry about getting water because I already have water. I've been drinking on it, but I didn't drink that much because I haven't worked out yet. And I know myself. So it's like kind of just understand yourself and what you got to do to put things in front of you and make it easier and accessible to you. Because literally I would drag my butt off when it comes to going to the gym because I didn't have things set up right. I will, oh my God, I gotta get my dog fed, or I gotta feed my cat, I gotta take him to go potty, I gotta eat, I gotta start work. It was like so much going on. I was not setting myself up right. I wasn't setting myself up right at all until I was like, okay, cool. Set my alarm. I know that I like to scroll for a certain amount of time or whatever situation may be. I get up. My stuff is already picked out. I know where everything's at. If it's not like picked out, it's literally, I know exactly where it's at. I'm going to go get it. I get my water bottle going and I'm out the door. I'm just getting it done first thing in the morning. If not, I get distracted with my ADHD and everything. Like I get distracted so freaking fast. It's not even funny. I will literally not go to the gym till later. Next, you know, I'm like, oh, I got a meeting. I got another meeting. Then it's like, you're not going to the gym till 3 p.m. And then I drag that because it's 3 p.m. Like even though I do have a peak energy during that time, I get lazy when it comes to going to the gym. And I know that. So that being said, I have to make things more easier for me. Another thing that you can help with making things easier is putting your phone away. You want to wake up during your alarm, but your phone is literally like right here. Like your phone is here. What does that mean? When your alarm goes off and you want to oversleep, you're literally about to boop, turn off, compared to like you set an alarm like your Alexa and you have it like over there in your dresser. You're gonna have to, you know, wake up and say something for her to come off, or you could just place your phone over to the side. You're gonna have to go at least some type of movement, get up and turn your alarm off, compared to, oh, it's right by your head. It is so easy for you to turn your alarm off. There's no way you're gonna be disciplined if you just keep, okay, cool, off, and you got into the habit of doing that. So what is the point of you trying to be disciplined if every time your alarm goes off and you told yourself that you're supposed to be doing something, you're not doing it because you didn't make it easy accessible to yourself. So set yourself up right for success. That's the whole point of being disciplined. You have to set yourself up. Do not set yourself up for fail. Like, it's kind of like you got to be a manager to yourself and understand what your triggers are and like how you act and what makes things easier for you. You know, kind of like your employees. Like, you're not going to want to set your employees up for fail by not training them correctly, not giving them the guide, not telling them what to do, whatever situation. You're not going to do that to them. So why would you do that to yourself? Another thing that helped me when it comes to setting yourself up, literally auto payments. When it comes to paying stuff, just get it out the way. Just do your auto payments. I know, don't forget to check it, don't get me wrong, but you're not gonna be behind on your bills if you have the money, if you actually just auto pay it and not just like forget about it, what the situation may be. That's making things easier for me. I don't have to sit there and check my account and worry about every little bill that's coming out of my pocket and me having to pay it individually. I understand that some people like to do that because some companies do be overcharging for things, and I do understand that. That's why I know for a fact my phone bill, I'm not doing auto payment, nothing. But something else, maybe like an insurance bill or something like that, something that doesn't increase, an insurance bill does, but just something that doesn't increase on you and it's like the same like fixed bill, you can literally just set that up and then let that be as it is, and you do not have to worry about it. Another thing that makes things easier is literally schedule things early. Like, that has been an eye-opener for me because I be scheduling stuff so freaking late. It's insane. When it comes to my time management skills, I never really thought like, oh, let me consider the 15 minutes it takes for me to run out this house, or let me put in the 10 minutes that it takes for me to actually do my hair. I'd be like, oh yeah, it only takes me like 30 minutes for me to get ready, because it only takes me like 10 minutes for me to do my makeup, which is true. It takes me about 10-15 minutes for me to do my makeup, but I don't ever consider like, girl, you gotta do your hair afterwards, which depending on the style can take 5 to 10 minutes. And if it's a new style, it takes 30 minutes. You know, like, I don't know why I don't ever think about that. I just be like, yeah. And then I'm like, okay, how long, even though it does take me quickly to get dressed, like 5 minutes, whatever, but it's like everything starts to add up and I wonder why I'm behind. So that being said, schedule stuff early. For me, I realized I need to actually get ready 2 hours ahead of time because it gives me time to where I can kind of relax afterwards. I'm still technically working on that, but it definitely has been helping me as well. And even then, when it comes to your calendar, schedule things early again, because anytime somebody tells me that they want to do something, I'm like, boom, put it in the calendar. Put it in the calendar now. Get it over with. So I'm not asking no questions like, oh, when is it again? Like, I was just so disorganized at a point in time. That's why I'm like, okay, cool. When you want to be disciplined, you got to just learn how to schedule things early. So does that mean like you got to get up earlier, literally go to the gym earlier, like start your day earlier, and you can do more things in your day and you're not so chaotic in your head and then wondering, oh my God. You just, again, you want to set yourself up for success. So my next tip for you will be set up small goals. Not nothing too crazy. You want to be able to have goals that are attainable. My advice would be for you to go ahead and set up your small goals first and actually do them first before shooting for the stars and doing those bigger goals. Does that make sense? Because you want to feel the successfulness of completing your goals. So if you're setting like these huge goals of, okay, I want to lose 50 pounds in a year, you're going to be like, that's a little, you can do it, don't get me wrong, but it's like, how about we be like, let's walk every day for a month straight and see how that does first. You get what I'm saying? Like, I feel like when it comes to your goal settings, a lot of people just like say whatever they want to say sporadically, like what they want, like the end goal. But it's like, you got to break them down into smaller goals. I don't know if you guys know, like I did start this like 12-week work week or 12-week year. It's basically where I split my year into quarters. So like, quarter 3 is going to be coming up, or whatever the situation may be. I'm going to reassess the goals that I had and then add or take away depending if I accomplished them or whatever situation may be. You want to do the same thing. You don't want to just be like, okay, let me just add all of my goals for the whole entire year. Let all that time pass. And then you're just like, oh my gosh, what happened? And you're like, I mean, I haven't been technically doing everything I want to do. That's why I was like, okay, have your goals, pick 3 or 4, break them down. And you got to kind of like look in deeper and figure out, okay, cool, how can I actually get that goal done? So instead of saying like, okay, well, I want to hit 5K by the end of the year, be like, all right, well, let me actually post on Instagram for the first 60 days to see if I can get any followers from that. So now you're not focused on, oh, how do I get to 5K? How do I get to 5K? You're focused on, okay, I'm setting myself up to get to 5K. Now, how do you do that? Let's post every day. Like, you got to come up with some type of strategy. And again, like, you're not going to say, oh, I want to lose 10 pounds by the end of the quarter. No, don't be like, I want to lose 10 pounds, but like, I want to work out 3 times a week, because that's what's in your control. You're not in control of the actual 10 pounds and you're not in control of gaining 5K, but what you are in control of is your actual actions that can potentially get you there if you just break your goals down to being smaller. So like, every time that I do my quarterly goals, anything I write goals down, I don't just be like, oh, this is what I want. Like, I don't be like, oh, I want to save $1,000. I will be like, okay, I want to save a percentage, or I want to gain this job by this time to be able to save this percentage. Like, you got to just be real strategic and just break it down. And that's how you're going to actually start hitting your goals. And you're going to start getting more discipline. Like, okay, cool, I'm actually seeing the results from the things that I'm doing because I'm making it something that's attainable. So the next thing we're going to go ahead and give you a tip about is turn off your notifications. You guys, this has been a really good tip. I'm going to give it to you because this has been life-changing tip for me, because ever since I turned off my notification, I just feel like I've been a lot more productive. It's insane. Like, I used to be the person where as soon as something pop up on my phone, I go scroll a lot. So it's like, you can give me, compliment me or whatever situation may be on my Instagram, And then next you know, I'm scrolling, like I'm like commenting back, whatever, it's good for engagement. But then I was supposed to be editing or doing what I was supposed to be doing, running, taking my dog out for a walk or whatever situation may be. But I'm here scrolling, being very unproductive because I got distracted. I'm the type of person who gets easily distracted. So if you're the same way, turn off your notifications. At first it may be like kind of like addicting. You don't even really realize how addicting you are to social media until you turn your notifications off. It's insane. Now I don't have all my notifications turned off, but like on my iPad I don't have like messages coming in or anything like that, like on my computer, because that's when I'm supposed to be productive. I'm not supposed to be texting you on my freaking stuff where I'm supposed to be productive at. So that's where I set myself up right for there. But when it comes to being on social media, if you guys don't know, like, you know, I'm really trying my hardest to be an influencer. That being said, I'm getting these notifications, like especially when something's going viral or something's getting some attention. I get really excited, like, oh my God, who's talking about me? I'm like, oh my God, who's talking about me? I'm super excited. What are you guys saying? Whatever. But then it's like, I go scroll, literally. So what I did was one time I gave myself a challenge. Like, how about I turn off my notifications for 2 weeks and see how I feel afterwards? In the beginning, I was kind of like constantly just checking, like, ooh, did somebody say something? Did somebody say something? It was like an addict for real. I was like, dang, I'm really addicted. That's crazy. But after a while, slowly, I start noticing that I wasn't checking my phone like that. And then eventually, that's why some people be like, oh, you don't respond quickly on Instagram or you don't respond quickly on TikTok. But it's like, because I get distracted really easily. Like, I would literally be on there talking to you guys all day, and then after I'm done getting what I needed from the app, I'm scrolling. And that's not good for someone who wants to be disciplined and be consistent as well. So that's something I highly recommend. I literally challenge you. Just turn off your notifications for 2 weeks and tell me how you feel. Comment down below, come back, and let me know if it made you feel good. And if it didn't, then fine, keep it on. Or if you have to challenge yourself, even do a month. But ever since I turned off my notifications from social media alone, just because I knew I was spending a lot of hours on social media, I feel so much better and so much productive. I'm not worried about, okay, what did this person say, whatever. Because when I take the time to actually do scroll, it's intentional. Like, okay, this is what I'm doing on purpose. I'm coming on here on purpose to respond back and engage with my audience on purpose. But it's not something that distracted me from doing what I'm supposed to be doing. Does that make any sense? And honestly, I've been the most productive I've ever been before. My head is so clear. I have clarity. I'm not worried about, oh, who's liking my stuff. And another thing that I did too is I turned off my likes for social media personally as a content creator. Besides one, like I was like, you know, this video did really, really good. Let me, unhype the likes. But usually majority of my videos, like I want to say 99% of my videos, I've turned off the likes because I didn't want to pay attention to, oh, did this video get, likes, or did this video get shared? Like, I was just too busy just worried about that, and I feel like it messes up my creativity. So now, as soon as I post a video, I turn the likes off. And I don't know how long that's going to last for, but I just feel like I'm so worried about like numbers, and so like, it's distracting me from what I need to be doing. The only thing I need to be doing is focusing on my actual creativity, me being consistent, and me posting and do what I need to do for me to see the success that I want to see. But if I keep checking my phone, I'm becoming a consumer. I'm supposed to be a producer. There's no way that I can be a producer if I'm constantly just ghost scrolling. And if you guys don't know, ghost scrolling is a term for like, you just constantly just keep you're scrolling. You don't have no intentions. You kind of just went on the app and you just start scrolling and doing whatever just doing whatever and getting lost in the algorithm. Like, you just kept scrolling, and next you know it's been an hour or two. Like, that's ghost scrolling. So that's clearly not a good thing. So be careful. Obviously, like, we're going to do it, we're human beings, but you're going to do the best thing that you can, and that's to not be distracted, and that's to turn off your notification, to hide your likes. If you're a creator and that's something that distracts you, then I highly recommend for you to do that too. So the next thing we're gonna go ahead and talk about is time management. And if you guys don't know, like, that's like my biggest struggle ever. Like, that's something I'm still working on, but obviously you cannot make a video about being disciplined and consistent without time management skills. Again, this is something I'm clearly working on myself, and it's gotten a lot better, but it's not there. But clearly I have to let you guys know what I've learned and what can I do to help you, and we can kind of just like learn together. But when it comes to having time management skills, like, that is a skill that most successful people have. Like, all the bosses, all of the entrepreneurs, all of those people that you see that are actually making really good money have really good time management skills. You don't know anybody. It's very rare you see somebody who's like a millionaire, a billionaire, and who doesn't have good time management skills. So I feel like in order for you to be successful and be disciplined and be consistent, you have to have time management skills. And honestly, like, this video isn't going to be enough for you to learn time management skills, but I'm gonna tell you what I learned so far. to help me with it. And it definitely has been seeing a lot of good results within just me controlling the time around me. And when it comes to time management, understand that you're valuing not only your time, but someone else's time as well. When you are the type of person who's always late to something, it looks really bad. And a lot of people's perception is, which I completely understand if you just you're not really skillful in that area. But for people who are skillful with the time management, they feel that you are late, that you don't value their time. But realistically, it's more of you don't value your own time. If you think about it in that way, and I get that it's a challenge and it's something I'm still overcoming. It's not that I personally don't value other people's time. I'm just not good at managing my own time in order for me to value your time, if that makes any sense. So I understand, but I've gotten a lot better. Like literally last year, I would be hours late, 30 minutes late, not even 30 minutes. It would be like 45 minutes late, hour, 2 hours late. But now it's like, okay, cool. 15, 5, 30, just depending on what it is. But it's not too bad. Like I'm not showing up too late after my friends. Now, sometimes I'm still dibble with my lateness. But overall, I'm just showing up for my friends, showing up for my family, and just being more resourceful when it comes to my time management skills. And again, this is something I've always struggled with my whole entire life. So I understand the people who really struggle with this. I'm here with you. We're learning together. So if you guys want to do like a journey together of like us with our time management skills, I'm learning to get up earlier. I don't have to get up early. I have a part-time job that does not require me to be up in the morning. I think my first meeting probably be like 11, the earliest, but I still decide to want to get up and be more productive because I feel like I'm wasting my day. Everybody's up. While I'm up at 1, 2 o'clock in the morning, yeah, I'm being productive, filming, do whatever, the editing, whatever the situation may be, but everybody else is asleep. You get what I'm saying? So, and I'm up, and while everybody else is up and being productive, I'm asleep. So as someone who wants to be successful, you just have to get your time management skills up so we can like start moving around and be doing business with people who are actually in the right time. Also, another thing that sucks for me as well is because I was starting my day super later, I was missing out on a lot. So I was like hitting the gym like 1, 2, 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Then I would like start editing at certain times and just like had certain things like super later that like when somebody hit me up and be like, oh, let's go here at 6 or let's go here at 4, it cut into my day. So compared to if I would have woke up earlier and had things done already, because hello, time management skills, then I wouldn't have to worry about cutting certain things out of my life that are important, like going to the gym or eating a healthy meal, because I decided to wake up later. So I'm trying to like being very intentional and not start my days later because I just feel super behind when I do that. So if you're someone like me, we just have to learn how to be, even just little by little, just get up a little bit earlier, be productive a little earlier, even though I know my productiveness naturally it's just later. I don't know if I get it from my mom or what, but I'm super productive at night. Clearly right now, it is literally almost midnight and I'm sitting here filming videos, but it's okay. That's what I decided to do this time, but I'm still planning on waking up in the morning and being productive. Start my day early, even though I don't have much going on tomorrow. I still want to just be in that good habit of having good time management skills. You also want to be the person that somebody else can rely on as well. When you're always late to everything, nobody can rely on you. If somebody was to ask you to bring something like an EpiPen or any type of emergency, nobody can rely on you. You're always the late friend. You don't want to be the late friend. You want to be the friend that can show up and be there for people. And even if you are a little behind, that's different. It's different being a little behind sometimes than just flat being just like the late person. Like we just don't want to have that at this grown age title, okay? The last thing I want to tell you about time management is time blocking. I want you guys to look into it. You guys, I've literally started recently, so I'm not gonna talk too much on it. I started it last week and I feel pretty good. Like it's helping me with my time management skills because I'm realizing like, dang, I be late with stuff that I want to get done. So that's where my self-discipline comes in. Like I need to be able to like, I was supposed to start this video at 6. Babe, I don't start it till later, but I'm still here doing it like I'm supposed to and recording like I'm supposed to. I am still being disciplined by getting it done. But I still need to work on our time management skill and getting it done when I set to do it. Because the whole point of me learning my time management is me to see like my day and see, or my weekend, how I want to plan it out. And if I'm not going according to it, then what's the point? You know what I'm saying? Like I'm just going with the flow. So I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys my calendar of time blocking so far. Let me guys know if you guys want like a deeper video about it, but this is what my calendar is looking like, which is freaking crazy. And if you guys can tell, like literally the month before, like this was what it was looking like. I was trying to put some task in there or whatever situation may be, but I wasn't doing too much. Like anytime I wanted to go somewhere, that's what the pink is for. And obviously like I was real social here, but this is the new, I started it this week and I'm doing it by a weekly basis. I did a time block for every, like this is what I'm supposed to be doing all the time, but when you look at the week one, it's like, okay, cool. I'm looking at the week. I can see what I'm going to add in there because there's stuff that's going to automatically just be in there, but then there's stuff that you want to add in on a weekly basis. Something comes up like, oh, there's this event, add it in there. Oh, there's this meeting, add it in there. And then I can just kind of see here like, okay, cool, what time it is. It'll have a line like letting me know like, all right, I'm supposed to be at the gym. I'm supposed to have a meeting, or I'm supposed to be filming right now all the way till 9 o'clock. Right now it says I should have been in the bed. It says I should have been in the bed. But the whole point is that that's helping me. I'm seeing improvement in that area as well. I'll keep you guys updated when it comes to time management skills with time blocking. It's definitely working because I can see certain things in my day. I can kind of like move things around, and it's keeping me more consistent and like trying to be an influencer. Posting every day, posting twice a day on TikTok, posting every day on Instagram, posting twice a week on YouTube, on top of me still having my part-time job that I have, on top of me maintaining my health and other relationships and friendships and stuff like that. So I just feel like when it comes to time management skills, I'm not the best at it, but baby, I'm gotten so much better. I'm super proud of myself, and I'm gonna give my credit to myself for that. And you guys can do it too, trust me. Trust me, if I can do it when it comes to time management skills, you definitely can do it, trust me. So last but not least, we're just gonna talk about building a good routine. We're gonna build a good routine when it comes to having self-discipline and becoming consistent. And the best way you can be a consistent person is having a routine. Your brain literally works the best when things are second nature. So, and that's when you're gonna go ahead and build your routine. For example, like you're gonna have your morning routine.
Yeah, I'm thirsty, hold on.
For example, your morning routines. You wanna keep the same morning routine. You don't want to switch it up too much just because that's what your brain is going to get used to you doing. Same thing with the night routines. Okay, cool. I know that I'm going to clean up for a little bit, start winding down, light the candles, just get my mood going and get my mood going and just get me ready for bed, and my body just knows, okay, cool, it's time for me to wind down. So your routine is going to be the best way for you to stay consistent, because if your brain already knows, like, okay, cool, this is what we're going to do in order to do this next thing. Like, okay, cool, we're going to set things up. I'm going to get up in the morning, I'm going to set this alarm, set it away from me, and I just know as soon as I'm done, we're going to go to the gym automatically. When I come back, cool, we're going to feed the babies, we're gonna take them for a walk, do whatever the situation may be, but it's second nature. And that's what really matters, because that's how you're gonna stay consistent, is when you start building routines. I know we're getting older, but like, think about it. The older ladies that used to be walking in the morning with their friends and like having a good time, like they have a routine, like, and they're healthy. So if you wanna be consistent, you wanna be disciplined, that's what you're gonna go ahead and have to do. And the last tip that I have about you building your routine is doing the stuff that you don't like first. So whatever is the hardest thing to do, whatever is the longest thing to do, set that up first, because once you get that out the way, everything else is going to seem very easy. So honestly, I should have filmed earlier since I didn't think it was such a big task. But what I did earlier, I went to the gym. I know I got that out of the way because I knew that would take the longest. I took Kingston out on a walk. I knew that would be something that would be difficult as well. I cooked, I ate earlier. I did everything earlier. Right now, I love to talk and have a good time. I did do my makeup pretty late, or whatever the situation may be, so maybe I'll set that up a little different next time. But other than that, I set myself up pretty good. I was pretty productive. I've been productive for a couple of days, couple of weeks now. And honestly, I'm feeling very disciplined. I've been very consistent on social media. I've been consistent in my life. I've been just really getting things done, and I'm super proud of myself. And I know you guys can do it too. So we're gonna go ahead and end this video, considering my battery is dying anyways. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you guys have any tips, anything you want to put down, anything you want to say, anything you want to add, go ahead and comment down below. I love talking to you guys. Let me know what you guys thought about this video. I literally can't wait to talk to you guys. And hopefully I'll be hearing from you soon, okay? Don't forget, my name is Tatyana Edgeworth, and I hope you guys enjoyed this video about being consistent and being disciplined. And don't forget to like and subscribe to your girl's channel, and I'll see you guys next video, okay? Bye.
She a Florida baby, and she love it when the sun comes out. Sweetheart, but the dark comes out. Sometimes she gotta put herself in check. She don't take no disrespect.